I guess I just told you something that not too many people know about me, but that doesn't mean that you're required in any way to do the same. I don't want you to feel like you have to. And no, I won't be mad. It's your right to either tell me or not.
You know, I want to trust you, and just for the last few minutes, I've been biting my tongue over trying to say anything. I've never had to do that before.
No pressure. He truly meant that. As much as he was even more curious now than he had been, he definitely didn't want to hurt her. If it's going to upset you, don't worry about it.
It probably will, but I'm going to tell you anyway.
Her voice was firm.
You might even have heard about it. Some people have. It's one of the stories that are so unbelievably bad it made the national news.
His stomach balled up. Maybe he shouldn't have pushed. He had a feeling he didn't want to hear what she was going to say.
I grew up on a farm, too. I was the third child out of 11 children. When this happened, my mom was pregnant with Hazel. She and my dad and I were doing the milking that morning.
She let out a hard breath.
We all took turns. It was just my morning.
She lifted a hand, as though that thought needed extra emphasis, that it was randomly her turn to milk.
That's just the way it was. It was winter, and we had a fire in the wood stove in the kitchen. I know, people don't have wood stoves anymore. But when you have 11 kids, you have more help than you do money, and wood was free. We actually heated our whole house with it. And in northern Missouri where we lived, it got a lot colder than it does here.
He got the feeling she was giving him extra details just because she was trying to build herself up to saying whatever it was she needed to say. He let her talk. The real temptation was to close the distance between them and put an arm around her. It probably wouldn't make things easier for her, but it would make him feel better. He'd been wanting to do it for a while.
Dad had fixed the fire, got it going in the wood stove. My sisters would be getting up in an hour or so to make breakfast, which would be on the table when we were done milking the cows. My brothers would be getting up about the same time to come out and feed, but it didn't take quite as long to feed as it did to milk. We always had everything out and ready for morning the night before.
She laughed a little.
We all liked to sleep in as long as possible, so we did as much the night before as we could. I suppose that's the way all farmers work.
He had to laugh a little at that. I don't milk cows, but I can relate. It's almost always easier to do the work the night before than it is to get up early the next day.
Exactly. And we already got up at 4.
Wow.
Anyway, I guess it was a flue fire. That's what the fire inspector said anyway.
A sick feeling of premonition crawled through his middle.
I don't know what it was that made Mom look out the door while we were milking. Usually, we kept everything closed up tight to keep the warmth in. Maybe it was a mom's intuition. I don't know. Anyway, when she looked out, the house was fully engulfed.
West couldn't help it. He gasped. The statement she'd made ran through his mind. She was the third of 11.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.